Hello everyone, I'm here in Singapore with Amelia Alissa from the financial background. She's gonna give us kind of a very good background on how the hacking has started in France, maybe. So with you.
Sure. So this is a story that very few people know, that the first cyber attack of the history happened in France, and in 1834, which was even before we had any computers or any IT setup. And this is a very funny story when two very clever guys, Francois and Joseph Blanc, decided to use a well-known system called the stenograph, which is kind of an ancient version of the telegraph, where you can send some message from Paris to every other place in France through the relay of this machine, carrying some signals, and then every employee can see from 8 kilometers between each of them with a telescope. And so there was a coding system so that all the government messages were properly encrypted and cannot be taken by third parties or being read. It was a starting encryption and an endpoint encryption. But these two guys, who were brokers on the stock market in Bordeaux, realized that there were a lot of potentials, because information were then taking 5 hours to go from Paris to Bordeaux, while if you take the normal mails, it would take 5 days. So they managed to develop a system where they could be informed of the trading price and the market trends from Paris before it even reached Bordeaux, so that they can play with options and increase their earnings. And what they did is their private one employee, on the way of this message, they gave him some money and they asked him to include one small sign into the message he will receive. And by adding this sign, it was an indication about what would be the trend of the market the day before on the Paris market. And there was this backspace sign, which is used as a BAU in the core of the message, which was telling every employee to not take care of the message before. It was kind of a normal sign. So by adding this fake sign plus a backspace, they managed to carry the information of the market from Paris to Bordeaux without anybody noticing. And it went on for like 2 years before they were caught up. And the funny story is, when they were caught up, they couldn't be charged because it was the first time such a crime happened and there was no history in the French law, so they were released and they were let free.
It's such amazing to listen to this, you know, and how people has the hack mind so back on the time.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for your explanation. Yeah.
But it's also showing that whatever the technology, whatever is the century, humans always manage to find a solution to work around and to do their way.
Creativity.
Yes, and reactivity and prevention.
That's it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.